Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name Ahmad Zafir I'm from Mulawarman University, Samarinda, and my major is English Literature. I'm from class C 2021. Today I want to present my microfiction mind map that I wrote. The title is Bear's Hat. So, firstly, let's take a look at the top right. So, the story genre is thriller because the story has thrilling action when a human against a bear, which almost kills both of them, and also that story has a gunshot action. And next, let's take a look at the top left. There is the theme. So the story theme is breath is necessary for every conditions. So the story meanings is how we face the problem or any conditions in our life. It teaches us first we have to be brave. We don't have to be scared of the problem, and we don't have to run against them. Show some breath in our minds and our hearts, making ourselves strong and making our mindset is we can do this, we can finish what we started before. And then let's take a look at the bottom right. There are settings, places, and the time. So the first place is at Rick's house. They start planning and discuss going camping at the river in the middle of the woods. And then the second places is in the woods. They arrive at the forest to start the camp and search for a better place to make a tent for camping. And the third places are a river. They finally found a good place near the river and build a tent together and start to walk around and see small fish on the river. And the last place is a cave. Rick and Ragnar almost died there because the bear nearly catch them. And for the time setting, first is nighttime. That time at Rick's house when they start to discuss camping at the river. And the second time is the daylight. Mostly in the story, the main activities begin in the daylight. They start the trip and arrive in the woods in the daylight and do some of their plans to like building a tent near the river and starting to hunt an animal. And next, let's take a look at the bottom of left. There are characters in the story. There are two main characters. First is Rick. The character of him is static character because the way he acts doesn't change much throughout the story, and we only know his personality when they face problems during their exploring the woods, and he is a coward. So the next character is Ragnar. This type of character is dynamic because his desire and his brave personality change many things in the story, especially when they face the bear. So the last part is plot. First thing is exposition. It is the beginning of the story. We can look at the table. Rick and Ragnar making a plans to camp on the river in the middle of the woods. So in that night time, they have been making plans to camp tomorrow afternoon on the river in the middle of the woods and really want to hunt an animal, especially deer. And suddenly Ragnar make a jokes about hunting plans. He said, "Hey Rick, what about we hunting down a bear? What do you think, Rick? It is fun, isn't it? It is looks like the movie We Against the Big Scary Bear." And then Rick said, "Yeah, it is cool, but are you serious now?" Right? Absolutely not. It's not a joke, man. We just stick to our plans, okay? I mean, the normal plans, not your crazy plan. Ragnar, alright, chill. I'm just joking around. Yeah, we are stick to our crazy plans. And Rick looks angry and said, "What?" And Ragnar said, I mean the normal plan. And then the second part is rising action. It's the beginning of the problem when they realize they didn't see any deer or any rabbits around them, and they thought it was quite strange situation because it was a forest. Why there are no big fish on the river, no deer and rabbits around the woods? It just looks strange. But they start to continue exploring the woods nearby the river again and ignoring the strange thoughts. And for the climax, when they found a cave and in front of the cave they found a dead bear's head under the tree. And when Rick and Ragnar saw the dead bear's head, they start arguing. And Rick said, "What? Wait a minute, is there a bear head? Whoa, right, we have to leave this place." Ragnar said, "Yeah, man, it is their bear head, but we are not going anywhere until we investigate this." So Rick responded with scare. Wait, what? Are you serious, Rick? We are not investigating anything, Ragnar said. I know, but this time we will doing that. And suddenly they heard a roar in the cave, and then they tried to enter the cave, and they were surprised that another bear was eating a hapless bear. They panicked when the bear ran towards them. Immediately Ragnar aimed his rifle at the bear and shot it twice, but the first shot missed, and the second shot hit the bear's leg, and it makes the bear stop. So the last is plot or ending. After the tragedy that happened to Rick and Ragnar, they are safe, and they hurry return to their tent and pack their things and leave the woods and report the incident to the animal rescue center. So this is the whole story that I wrote and explain all the things in the story in my presentation. Thanks for watching my presentation, especially thanks to my lecturer Miss Setiariani, because she teach us many things about how we create a good writing with more creative ways. Thank you so much and goodbye.